Hey, it's Sam with Silver Star Swag, and this week I want to have a serious conversation about the use of QR codes. Now, before you glaze over, I was not a believer in QR codes until, well, when they first came out a few years ago, but really, I think this is something you want to listen to. So I'll be really quick. With regards to QR codes, the idea behind a QR code is really to drive people to a certain site. And then that means you have to have a good landing page. Now, this kind of concept and promo originated way back when in the custom download card. So custom download cards, what we used to do is it would actually say on the back, log in to soandso.com/certain page and click on a mystery link to win. And so we did a lot of these, and we still do. But what they would do is they'd actually gather data for you and build you a list. Now, that's come a long way. So now they've introduced QR codes, right? And you may see them in more places than you probably should. But a QR code, something like this, where the idea is they scan it with their fancy phone and it drives them right to the landing page. Now, that's an advantage if you've got content on that site that they actually want to go to, or content that's only available on that site. The downside of things I hear people say is really, well, what if they don't know how to scan it, or what if they don't know how to do it? Well, then my recommendation is that's not the demographic you should use QRs with. But there is a huge demographic for QRs, and that's the millennials. I'm going to throw a number out there, and you can comment badly if you like. The mid 40s and under. My apologies to those of you who are above and QR all the time, but it's a stereotype. It's generic, and I apologize if I've offended you. But what you'll find is that younger generation is quick to snap, right? They always have their mobile device at hand. And so if you're trying to drive them to a certain site to get them certain data, that's a great way to do it, is that custom landing page idea. You don't have to have a geek on site in order to do that. Something like Silver Star can certainly build you a landing page all branded to your swag. And really nobody else knows that it's us hosting it versus you. Now, on that idea, I want to talk about the placement of QR codes because we've seen it done well and we've seen it done badly. QR codes recently, I was driving down the street and a guy was walking up the road and he had a QR code on the sleeve of his golf shirt. Now, I'm not going to stand there and talk to a gentleman, ignore him while I snap a picture of his sleeve in order to go to a website. So I would probably think twice about that placement. Another one a friend told me about just yesterday was the idea of he was driving along a hunt club here in Ottawa, and it's about an 80 zone, and there were QR codes along the side of the road. So one, mobile device in your hand while driving, probably a bad idea. Two, what's the ability to focus while driving 80 kilometers an hour with your phone? So perhaps rethinking those. Something that we've used a QR code just recently is the promo we did for Habitat for Humanity. So they did a custom nail polish. There's more story to that. And on it, of course, there's not a lot of space for branding or messaging. So what we did is we actually added this cute little hang tag, cute with the event logo. And really what it says is, bring your money and muscle for Habitat NCR. And this is for the women's build that's coming up. And really, they can register their team by clicking this link. But it drives them to a landing page that only people who got this polish will ever get to. So the idea is that it tells you what the success rate of this nail polish swag piece did. And it also then collects for you the contact information, the registrations, and actually gives you a built list. So for more cool swag, we look forward to talking to you at Silver Star.